Amanda Anisimova to win Australian Open 2026 at plus 750. There was a point right after she lost in I forgot what the event was called, but it was right after she lost her first tournament against Mara Kostouk. She was at plus 1100. Coming into the season, she was plus 1,000. Right, so you could have got her at plus 1100 if you bet on her right after she lost to Kostouk. And yeah, I really like this. It's a good value. Plus 750, I like this a lot. Would have been better if you got it at plus 1100, obviously. That would have been great value. You know, life changing value if you bet enough money on it. You know what I mean? I really like her. I really think she should be the second favorite. I understand that Iga, obviously, I understand why they put Iga as second favorite because of simply because of numbers. Because here's the thing, sportsbooks don't really use logic. They just use numbers. They use some logic. Obviously, there's some logic. It's not just like numbers. Like there's logic to like the formulas that they use to decide who's gonna win the Australian Open. But it's mostly just numbers, because just crunching numbers and probability and stuff and trends with numbers and stuff like that. It's not really logical. Like there's not a lot of nuance. There's not as much nuance as it should be when making a pick on who's going to win, right? So if you consider everything that needs to be considered, past experience, you know what I mean? Amanda Anisimova should be at least the second. She should be the second favorite, 100%. On hard court, you know what I mean? This is hard court slam. She should be the second favorite by far, not even close. And Arena as plus 185. I think that's a little bit too, like those odds are a little too low. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because Sabalenka, we've seen that Sabalenka in a final is very, can be very volatile. She's 4-3 for a reason. Because two of those slams where she lost, she just literally gave it away basically because she just couldn't control her emotions. She just couldn't hold her cool. So I just don't believe that Sabalenka should be, considered plus 185 favorite. I think she should be considered like a plus 200 something. She should be in the plus 200s, right? Because honestly, no, she should be in the plus. She should be like plus. Honestly, plus like okay, if we're going on based off what we've seen, if we're going based off numbers, like just numbers, I can see why they have her at plus. They should have her at least at plus 250 because 4-3 in slams is not that good, right? So I guess now I'm thinking about it. Maybe is a good line if you're going just off numbers. But if we're going based off logic, like just considering all the things you need to consider, I think Sabalenka should be plus 300 to win any slam. Any slam. She should be plus 300 because she's just so volatile. So having her plus 185, I feel like is a little low. But yeah, Amanda's gonna win Australian Open at plus 750, and she was plus 1100 when she lost to Costa. So yeah. And also, when she lost to Kostouk, actually before the season even started, she was the fifth highest odds. Like the fifth, they had her as the fifth favorite, which is crazy, right? I don't understand why they had her fifth favorite before the season even started. And she was at plus 1,000. And then after she lost to Kostouk, she was still the fifth favorite, tied for the fourth favorite because her odds were the same as Coco Gauff. So basically tied for the fourth favorite or the fifth favorite, however you want to look at it. At plus 1,100, right? Her and Coco were both 1,100 after Amanda lost to Kostouk, right? So, yeah, you could have got her at plus 1,100, but she's plus 750. So, yeah, Amanda to win Australia, 100%. Not 100%, but you know what I mean. I'm very confident.